Hello everyone, this is Professor Deepika M from Sai Vidya Institute of Technology of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Welcome you all for this video session. In the last video session, we have discussed about the solar energy, which is a topic in the module 4 of Smart Grid subject. So in today's session, let us discuss about the wind energy. So the wind energy is also a well-known form of energy by which also we can generate the electrical energy. So wind is one of the fastest growing resources of renewable energy throughout the world. So you can see here over a year, like when you take the year from 1996 to 2008, you can see here almost the curve has been increasing. That means what? The energy production by using a wind energy is being increased over a time. So therefore, wind energy is the one of the fastest growing resources of the renewable energy resources throughout the world. So you can see here throughout the world in a different countries you can observe here. So the wind turbines uh, are installed in a many number, and from that we are going to generate the power in a much easier way. So compared with the photovoltaic cells, wind is the most economically competitive renewable because it will be available all the time. So you can see here how the wind is formed. Like we know that we feel the wind, but how the wind energy is formed, so that we'll study in this slide. So you can see here, this is the sea breeze and this is the land breeze. So the wind will be caused due to an uneven heating of the earth's surface by the sun. So when the sun rays falls on the earth, when it falls on the earth, it will not hit the whole surface of the earth in a equal manner. So there will be a unequal heating of the earth by the sun rays. So therefore, what happened? The land will get heat up fastly than a water. Like the air which is on the land will get heat up later than the water. So due to this, what happened when the like the air on the land, when it receives the solar energy or when it receives the sun energy, it will get warm up and it will just rises. Like we all know that when the air bubble or the water molecule or the air molecule, when they just heat up, or when the temperature of the molecules increases, they'll get easily rises up. So therefore, when the sun rays falls on the land, the air on the land will get warm up, and it will rises up. So again, due to this, what happened? The cool air what we are having. So that the cool air, what happens? It will just comes down. So therefore, when it rises up, and the cool air will comes down. So due to this, what happened? The cycle will be formed, and hence the wind will be blow during a daytime. Okay, and during a night time, again the same thing will happen. The air molecule on the land will cools up very fastly than the air molecules on the water surface. So again what happened? The cool air will again settle down bottom quickly, and the air which is little warm than that will again rises up. So that is how the wind cycle will be formed both on the sea and the both in the sea and the land. So you can see here how the wind blows. Wind energy is created by uneven heating of the earth's surface by the sun. During a day, the air above the land heats faster than the air over the water. This warm air over the land expands and rises, and the cooler air, which is heavier, takes its place, creating a wind. Okay, so when the warm air, when it leave that place, the cool air will takes that place. So at night, again, the wind direction will be reversed because the air cools quicker over the land over the water. So this is called as the daily wind cycle. And again, in the similar way, the atmospheric winds that circle the earth are created because of the land near the earth equator is heated more by the sun than the land near the north and the south pole. So next we have the wind turbine system. So the wind turbine again produces the electricity at affordable cost without additional investment in infrastructure such as transmission line. So without using a transmission line, we can easily distribute the power which is generated by the wind turbine system. And the small wind turbine system can also be installed at a home premises. Okay. So usually the wind turbines works in this manner, that is, the wind turbine converts the kinetic energy of the air into a mechanical energy. Again, that mechanical energy will be converted into electrical energy by using a alternator. So again, the wind turbine consists of rotor, generator, blades, driver, and the coupling devices. So you can see here, so these are the parts of the wind turbine. So in the wind turbine, you can observe here, we have a blade, we have rotor, low speed shaft, gearbox, nozzle, generator, high speed shaft, and the turbine. So here, how does this wind turbine works means, I told you that the wind turbine will work in this way, that is, it converts the kinetic energy of the air into mechanical energy. So how does the kinetic energy of the air will be converted into mechanical energy of the blade means, so you can see here the blade which are using in the wind turbine system will be something like a aerodynamical structure. That means what? So here they'll be having a larger width, and when we move towards the tip, it will be having a thinner dimension. That means what? Due to this aerodynamical structure, when the air, when it blows over the blades, so there will be a pressure difference will be created, because here the pressure will be low over here, and here the pressure will be high. So due to this, what happened, there will be a pressure difference will be created, and hence the blades are forced to move over here. So therefore the blades will turns, and the mechanical energy will be generated. Okay. So I told you that when the wind blows on the blades, due to their unequal structure or due to their aerodynamical structure, the pressure difference will be created. Due to that pressure difference, the blades are forced to move. So when the blades are forced to move, what happens? When the blades are forced to move, the kinetic energy of the wind will be converted into a mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy will be given to a rotor. So this part will be called as the rotor. So therefore the rotor rotates. When the blade moves, the rotor will rotate. So, and again the rotor will be connected to a low speed shaft and the gearbox. So when the rotor rotates, this shaft will also rotate. But when this mechanical energy, when it directly given to a generator, so we can't generate the power at a affordable frequency. So therefore we have to increase the mechanical energy. So to increase the mechanical energy, we are going to use the gearbox. So this gearbox which increases the mechanical energy, or it increases the speed. So it increases the speed, and hence the more mechanical energy will be generated, and this mechanical energy will be fed to a high speed shaft. So in turn, this shaft will be connected to a generator. So again, now the required amount of mechanical energy will be fed to a generator. So due to that, the generator will convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy, and this electrical energy will be given to a transformer which is situated at the base of the tower. So therefore the step up transformer will be there. Again, the step up transformer will increases the voltage level, and that can be fed for the distribution or for the transmission. So the tower is basically used for the tower is basically used the tower will be basically used for the supporting structure. And again there will be two more parts will be there. So one thing will be using a wind vane, and will be also using the anemometer. So the anemometer is used to it is used to measure the wind speed, and this data will be sent to a controller, so that it controls the blade speed. And again the wind vane will be used. So the wind vane will rotate in the direction of the wind. So therefore it just indicates the wind direction, and that wind direction data will be given to a controller, and that controller will give the data to a yaw motor, yaw drive on the yaw motor. So that yaw motor will therefore the whole wind turbine will this blades will the blades and this nacelle will be rotated in a wind direction. So therefore more wind energy can be trapped and more energy can be generated. So this is how the wind turbines are going to work. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.